What's going on, you brothers? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, back again for yet another classic live stream. First and foremost, brothers, am I coming in loud and clear? How's my audio? Before I go any further in the stream, I want to make sure my audio is nice and crisp. How's the audio, brothers? Okay. Confirm to me if the audio is good. Press a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear, brothers, wherever you are around the world. Okay. How's my audio? Press a one in the chat if my audio is good. How's the audio, brothers? Ricky, thank you for confirming. Delwyn, Justin, thank you for confirming. Comrade Grant, Moneyman, Ronald Taylor. Okay, awesome. Let's get straight into it. So, brothers, welcome to another classic live stream. It's your dude, Mr. International Passport, here to speak about Mexican women. I have a very special guest here today called Marcus. But first and foremost, brothers, please make sure you hit the like button as soon as you come in this channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you join the Patreon. Make sure you hit the Cash App and Super Chats tonight. That'll be greatly appreciated. Your supports will be amazing and greatly appreciated. Thank you, brothers. So, brothers, welcome on a wonderful Sunday evening. I know over there in America. For those in the UK, it's Monday morning already, but we're gonna pull through it. So we'll be speaking about Mexican women. Okay, the title of the live stream is called "Mexican Women Love Brothers More Than We Think." I have a very special guest here called Marcus. Mr. Marcus, how you doing, bro?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic, bro. So, brother, do you mind giving us a brief introduction about yourself, who you are, where you're from in America, and anything interesting about yourself, bro, before we go into the live stream in depth?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Uh, I am. My name is Marcus, and I work in the tech industry as a software engineer. I live in the Bay Area, a city called Oakland, which, by the way, is not that great as far as the ladies. So I'm not in the optimal environment, but you got to work with what you got to work with at the moment. Um, and yeah, so it's a little bit of a background on me.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, bro. Hold on. Shout out to Eric already for the $499 super sticker. Thank you, Eric, for the support. It is much appreciated, bro. Thank you. So thank you for that introduction, brother. And so let's get straight into the live stream topic. So, brother, Mexico and Mexican woman, interesting topic. Um, you know, a statement such as Mexican women love brothers more than we think. Is that true, brother? Are they really checking for brothers out there in Mexico, Mexican women?
You know, yeah. Well, let me put it this way. Um, as a black guy, they definitely won't hold it against you. Uh, they definitely won't hold it against you. You'll be treated like a normal guy, right? You won't be treated like some, I don't know, just like some, uh, whatever the going stereotype is nowadays. You know what I mean? You won't be treated like you are. Let's just say you won't be treated like you are in America. You'll be treated like basically like a normal guy, you know. And it's also important to understand that Mexican women in Mexico are in their culture, and so that is the in terms of the optimal environment to get them. That's the optimal environment to get them is actually in Mexico. You can also get them in California, but that has and they do still have aspects of their culture, but uh, the optimal environment to get them is in Mexico.
Okay. And where did you travel to in Mexico, bro?
So yeah, I traveled to Tijuana. Um, I've been to Mexico a couple times. The first time I went to Cabo San Lucas and Mazatlan, and the second time I went to Tijuana.
Fantastic. And in both cities there, brother, are the women there checking for brothers? If so, what is it about brothers that Mexican women love so much about brothers, bro?
So in Mexico, you're kind of exotic. You know what I mean? I would say if you went to, um, I keep hearing good things about Mexico City. I haven't been there yet, but Mexico City, I hear brothers do really well there, and also pretty sure brothers do well in Mazatlan, Cabo San Lucas. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't really leave the tourist areas and really explore, but I explored Mazatlan, and Mazatlan is a beautiful, beautiful city. Uh, and if you ever get a chance to go, definitely go. There's a lot to see, a lot of different things to experience there. Not just as far as women, but just travel wise. Definitely check out Mazatlan. And Tijuana is just a fun city. It's just a fun place, you know. And whether you're black, white, whatever you are, but I think any man will have fun in Tijuana. Um, but yeah, they're definitely Mexican girls are definitely checking for brothers, and there's definitely that exotic factor that you have in Mexico. You don't look like the local men. You look different. You're kind of coming with a different flavor, a different whatever. So if you go there and play up those strengths, you're gonna do very well.
Fantastic, bro. This is great so far. So in Mexico, brother, um, tell us the type of woman that we'll meet there in Mexico. Obviously, I know white Mexican women exist, brown Mexican women exist, mixed race Mexican women exist. Out of all those three of women, can you confirm if that is the type of groups of women that we'll meet out there in Mexico, bro?
Yeah, sure. So all right, here's the deal, right? So the type of women that you'll meet in Mexico are generally the mestizo type. Mestizo means Spanish and indigenous, right? So a combination of Spanish and indigenous. That's like the majority of women that are in Mexico, is the majority of people in general. So the mestizo uh, kind of mestizo type is what you're going to encounter most often. And then there's the super light skinned Mexicans. They tend to live in the northern part of Mexico, like places like Monterrey. Um, they tend to they tend to have a little bit more Spanish, and they're lighter. They might be taller, um, things like that, right? But in general, you're going to meet a brown. You're going to meet brown to light brown Mexican women. That's the most common type in Mexico that you'll come across.
Fantastic. And out of those groups of women that you mentioned, brother, who gives brothers the most play? Is it the light brown woman? Is it the white Mexican woman? Or the mixed race mezito type of woman, bro?
If I had to say, um, I really didn't really see a difference. I
Mm.
really didn't see a difference. I just didn't see a difference. They all treated me more or less. See, Mexicans also, they have a certain solidarity. They have a certain solidarity with their culture. So even though they might be different skin colors, they don't see themselves necessarily as all that different from each other, and they just see each other as Mexican.
Hmm.
So there wasn't a whole lot of difference between the way I was treated between lighter skinned Mexican girls and darker. While what I will say is that I feel like, and this is my personal feeling, that the brown skinned mestizo girls are nicer than the lighter skinned girls. A little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting, bro. Fantastic. Very, very good intel so far, bro. Fantastic. Um, so, brother, let me tell you my ideal Mexican woman, okay, brother.
Sure.
Um, I like that Coke bottle curves, okay. I like that peanut butter brown skin. I like that long curly hair. You know,
Okay. Okay.
a pretty face. I like slim thick, so that gym type of body, slim thick, not too fat, not too skinny. A bit of meat on the thighs, and a nice bum, so I can squeeze and move her towards me.
Yes.
Can I
Yes.
find
Yes.
that in
Yes.
Mexico, bro?
Yes.
Can I find that in Mexico, brother?
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. You can find that in spades. You can find that all day. Okay. All day in Mexico, you'll find girls like that. Long, black, curly hair, straight hair, all the way down to the butt.
Damn,
Fat booties, juicy. You can just squeeze it, and man, I'm telling you, dude, they got booty. They got booty for days,
damn,
bro. It's it's insane. I mean, you almost think they're sister girls. Like,
Lord,
yeah, man, yeah. So
damn. And how's chess looking like, bro? Obviously, men like a nice plumpy chest, not too big,
mm.
not too small, but something you can squeeze on. But when she's naked, and keep it PG. But you know what I'm talking about, bro. How's the chest like, brother?
Yeah, chess. The chess wise is cool. Where Mexican women really excel is the booty, though.
Hmm.
I mean, they're not lacking. They're not lacking in the chest area, and there's a lot of them that have really nice, really nice chests. But um, as far as I think they really excel in as far as the backside. The backside is where they really, where they really shine.
Okay, thank you, bro. So, me going to Mexico, I obviously want to deal with this personal experience, normal chicks, right? Chicks that are not working girls, i.e., pros. Was there a lot of pros in those cities that you mentioned, brother? In Mexico, is that a problem? Pros?
If you avoid certain areas, this shouldn't be a problem. I mean, a lot of guys go there. For example, Tijuana. They go to Tijuana specifically for that reason. All right, and they go there to have fun and just enjoy the strip clubs and the different clubs and the different opportunities that are there. But if you avoid certain streets and avoid certain areas, then you shouldn't have too much of a problem with that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, bro. What about feminism? Obviously, I don't want to deal with a feminist chick. God forbid. I don't want feminism in my life in any shape or form. Is feminism a problem amongst the Mexican girls in Mexico, brother?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mexican girls are not feminist in the least. All right. They're not feminist in the least. Uh, totally not like I. They're a very traditional culture, traditional Catholic uh, culture. Lots of machismo. If anything, they're masculinist. If anything, they're not they're not feminists. They're probably the opposite of that. They take care of their men. All right, and also they have Mexican women have very low expectations of their men. uh they have very low expectations of their men. I mean, their men can be, basic blue collar guys that go to work from 9 to 5 and just work, normal jobs, right? And they'll come home to a nice cooked dinner, you know, treat them with respect. They'll be submissive. I mean, they're the expectations that they have are way lower than than suggested by their attractiveness. So it's really interesting um how they a lot of times they bring that same sort of mentality to America, to California. They still sort of have that mentality. You still see them dating regular guys, like regular dudes with regular
Yeah.
blue collar jobs. Um, and there's no like inflated expectations in Mexican women at all, like at all.
Wonderful. Wonderful, bro. Um, Obviously every man wants a good looking woman facially. We know about the Colombian woman, they look very good. The Brazilian woman too, the Peruvian woman too. Mexican woman, when you went to Mexico, brother, on average, were they good looking on average? Mexican women facially?
Hmm. I'm going to say there was some variation. Um, I will say on average they're probably slightly better looking than the average American chick. Um, in Mexico though, they have comparable levels of obesity to America, but they don't have feminism.
Mm,
So there's still America is still one of the most obese countries in the world, but Mexico is catching up. But they don't have feminism in Mexico, so you're not going to have to deal with these weird sort of uh, expectations from women, uh, and just all these weird inflated, things that feminism brings and causes women to, the weird ways that feminism causes women to act. You're not going to see that in Mexico. They're going to act with, very, 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 very demure. They're very, very demure and submissive and friendly. Uh, and, you know, it's just, you might come across some women that are a little bigger, but that's not going to bother you because there's going to be plenty of women who are, you know, a good, who are fit and feminine.
special announcement. Any trolls will be dealt with in the live stream chat. So if you want to come here and troll and say something nonsense, I'm going to block you off rip. Okay, don't be that kind of brother, or don't be that sort of pimple faced white dude that I hate some brothers getting all this information out there. Okay, don't be that person. So if you are a troll and you write anything off rip that doesn't make any sense and is trollish, I will block you. Um, and can we get some more super chats and cash apps flowing in, brothers? Support the channel, support the movement. That'd be greatly appreciated. Support the channel, how Fresh and Fit supporters support Fresh and Fit. If this information is valuable for you, like I told you, brothers, my channel is a solution to everything that people tell you regarding how horrible American women are and English women are. Okay, I am the solution, so please support the channel. Hold on, bro. Shout out to Patrick. What? Patrick Bon Yimfura for the $20 super chat. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Passport. You're doing God's work. We're tired as black. Better. A woman in America are too masculine. Much love, brothers. Thank you for the support, brother. Much love to you, bro. You're right. You deserve the best as black American men. And this channel is here to help brothers all around the world navigate in the West. Awesome. So, Marcus, next question for you, brother, is language. Sorry, bro. I hear some background noise.
Sorry,
Um,
I'm kind of eating a little bit. Sorry, but
okay.
yeah.
So, do we have to know Spanish, or is English enough to communicate with these women?
Okay, so yeah, um, I highly recommend. All right, that you learn at least a little bit of Spanish. You at least get somewhat fluent in it, because that'll just open up opportunities for you. in Mexico, and you'll be able to connect with them on a deeper level than on just a surface level, because they might see you, they see you're a brother, they see you're cool, whatever, and you might connect with them on a surface level, but as far as the deeper level, that might still be somewhat out of reach. And if you do not know how to speak Spanish, so I highly recommend learning Spanish or being in the process of learning Spanish when you go to Mexico, and then that way you can immerse yourself more so in the culture and interact with people better, and not struggle in your interactions.
Okay, so when you went Mexico, brother, were you speaking broken Spanish, or did you know Spanish already, bro?
So yeah, I was speaking broken Spanish, and I was using Google Translate um, whenever I couldn't, make my thoughts known in Spanish, or I didn't know how to articulate my thoughts in Spanish. I would use Google Translate, which is also another effective tool, because it will translate the words as they're saying it. It'll hear the words and then it'll translate it. So it's pretty valuable. Um, but yeah, man, definitely learn Spanish as much as you can before going. Um, I was interacting with them. A lot of them know some. They know a little bit of English. Like they know as much English as you know Spanish, right? So they know enough English to maybe know a few words or know how to get around, maybe, and kind of understand what you're saying. But there's going to be a language barrier if you don't know Spanish. So if you want to be able to connect with these women deeper on a deep level, definitely learn it.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Brothers, get the likes up as well, please. If you have not liked this video, this stream, likes are very important. So please like the video. Thank you very much. So, brother, let me ask this right now. So, in Mexico, are there any other races of women there that you saw that were giving brothers play in terms of maybe black women, Asian women, uh, women from other ethnicities or nationalities? Did you see that there in Mexico, bro?
No, I did not. Um, it was mainly Mexican women. Um, Outside of the touristy areas, you're not going to find a lot of different nationalities and women. Mexico's just mainly locals that you're going to interact with for the most part. Also, maybe some people from other parts of Latin America, but not a lot of you're not like some countries where you're just going to find international tourists absolutely everywhere you go. You're going to find international tourists. That's not the case with Mexico. You're going to find them in the tourist areas mainly, but outside of those areas, you're going to interact mainly with the locals.
Fantastic, bro. Did you experience any jealousy towards you as a black man? Obviously, men of Mexican men must have saw you with Mexican women. Did you feel any sort of animosity, any sort of weird vibes that anything could happen to you when you were with Mexican woman, bro?
No, actually, the opposite. Mexican men are very, let's say, they're very, they have a very playful sense of humor. Uh, they saw me with on numerous occasions with Mexican women, uh, and they would try to interject and say something funny, but they won't be haters. They won't hate on you like that, because in Mexico, let's face it, there's an abundance of there's no shortage of some feminine women at all. So why would they need to be jealous? You know, there's no shortage. Men are getting what they want. Men are getting cooperation. They're getting femininity. They're getting uh, uh, cute. There's cute girls everywhere you look. So why would they be jealous? Why would they be haters? You know, in Mexico, I mean, I can't say in California, it might be different. Somehow, when they come to America, they get that hater spirit in them sometimes, and you know what I mean. It might be different. It might be a little different in America, but in uh as far as in Mexico, dude, it's all good, bro. Like you will encounter almost no haters whatsoever. Like I didn't encounter any haters at all. In fact, dudes were like, damn near, giving me like high fives and like randomly like, saying, "Hey, she looks nice," and just passing
Ah,
comments. Right? It's just that's it. You know what I mean?
wonderful. Next question for you, brother, is um, dealing with different women at once. Um, how do Mexican women feel about men that they're dating having side chicks? So I have a Mexican girlfriend, but I also have side chicks of other women. How do they feel about that, bro? Do they accept that, or do they disagree with that, brother?
Yeah, man. Um, in the culture, in many Latin American cultures in particular, but Mexican culture, there's a sort of unspoken thing that men are going to do what men do, and Mexican women, they can get jealous. Not the men, the women. They can get jealous and sometimes possessive, but yeah, it's just this an unspoken thing, that men are going to do what men do, and they're going to, in certain areas, actually in Mexico, it's totally legal to, call, uh, to go to the house of ill repute, we'll call it, right? It's totally legal to go there, right? As men,
Yep.
and it's totally like the culture is not opposed to men being quiet about their, you know extra activities with other women, right? As long as you're not open and crazy and just like crazy about it, there's an unspoken understanding there.
Wonderful. What about having two Mexican wives? Is that acceptable?
Having two Mexican wives, that'd be something that, you know you'd have to, negotiate with your Mexican ladies. If they know each other and they like each other, maybe they're friends or whatever, and they both like you, then yeah, it might actually work out. I mean, you might actually be able to pull that off. It doesn't sound far fetched at all. As you know, I've had some crazy adventures in Mexico, with multiple women. So, you know, I wouldn't put that past anyone. I wouldn't. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. It's definitely possible.
Yep. Thank you, bro. To hear about Marketer's crazy adventures in Mexico, you can hear that only on the Patreon Diamond tier. So join the Patreon Diamond tier to hear the explicit version of the stream. Let me read a couple of super chats, bro. And let me put you on mute as well, Marcus, so you can finish eating your food. Because I hear you chewing. Shout out to Ransom McKissick for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Ransom. I'm hearing good things about Ciudad de Mexico. Yes, indeed, bro. Make that trip to Mexico. It's looking like it's a good option for brothers. You ain't got to deal with these horrible women in America no more. Like I told you, brothers, stop dating them. When you interact with them, it should be good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye. Okay, that's it. Those four sentences. You ain't got to know about their day. F those B. Okay. Shout out to Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. IP, another classic fan. Brothers, hit super chats. Yes, indeed, man. Brothers, please support the channel. Hit the super chats. If you have any questions, hit the cash app, hit the super chats. Support this movement. I am literally saving you brothers' lives, man. Okay, you have all these countries that love brothers. No one's doing it like me, man. So please support the channel, support the movement. That'd be greatly appreciated. And shout out to uh, Mr. Matt Battle for the 26 pounds 42 pence cash app for yesterday's stream. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much love, Matt Battle. Thank you, bro. Awesome. So thank you, Conrad Grant. So next question for you, brother, is the trolls are out. The trolls are out. Be careful of these trolls, man. So next question for you, brother, is okay. Body count. That's very important, bro. Do Mexican women have a high body count? First question, bro.
I would say that they're on the lower side because they tend to be monogamous, and they tend to be with one man at a time. Because they're totally into their men. You have to understand about Mexican women; they are totally into their men. All right, and it's just it's not. They're not really comparable to American women in that sense. Now, if they're an ex sex worker or something like that, then obviously their body count will be much higher. But as far as in comparison to American women, Mexican women definitely have a lower count. Definitely, for sure.
Awesome. Can I find a low body count woman and a virgin, particularly a virgin in Mexico, bro?
A virgin in Mexico, that might be hard to find unless he's because Mexico. I think in Mexico, actually, their laws they allow women to get married at a younger age than in America, and some guys use that as an excuse to go down there and try to get like a really young Mexican chick, and she's likely a virgin at that age, but um, it's just I'm going to say it's going to be harder as she gets older. It's going to be much harder by the time she's like 20. I highly doubt she's a virgin. By the time she's 28, she's definitely got a little bit of experience by that time. So
okay, thank you, bro. Brothers, can we get the likes up, brothers? Please like the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. Support the channel, support the movement. Hit the like button, okay? That's very important. Next question for you, brother, is: are Mexican women wifeable in your opinion? And tell us why they're wifeable, bro.
yeah, so Mexican women are definitely wifeable. Out of a lot of different chicks in Latin America too, Mexican women definitely rank near the top in terms of wifeability. Like I'd wife a Mexican woman over a Colombian woman. I mean that's just me, but in terms of wifeability, Mexican women are ranked very highly. Yeah, they're very loyal. They're very submissive, very friendly. Um, they'll cook for you. You know what I mean? They'll do just very nice things for you, man. You know what I mean? And they'll take care of you in certain ways, and yeah, and it's really wifeability is their wifeability level is ranking. I would call it is very high.
Okay. Fantastic. So, another question for you, bro. If I was to find a Mexican wife in Mexico, Mexican woman, right, to make my wife Mexico, and I bring her to America or the UK, will she change to the toxic American culture, the Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallions, all that feminist BS, or will she keep to her Mexican culture, bro?
So that's an interesting question, because there's, as you know, there's a lot of Mexicans in America, right? And but what I found is that I've lived in California basically all my life, and so I'm surrounded by Mexican people. Very familiar with Mexican culture and people. But the thing is that American culture doesn't affect them as much as you think it would. Um, Obviously, they become Americanized in many ways, but in certain ways, they retain that Mexican humble spirit, and that humble spirit that Mexican people have. They retain a lot of that. Um, and like I was saying earlier, they will date the most average regular guys, right? They have totally reasonable expectations for men. Um, and it's when they even when they come to America, they still sort of have that inclination. That's why you see a lot of brothers with Mexican girls in California. You see a lot, see it a
Hmm.
lot. And so yeah, man, definitely, definitely. Uh, I would say they retain a lot of their original culture. They retain a lot of their culture. You should probably be wary though of cultural influences if you say you brought them back to America. And but in terms of like them totally getting turned out by America, nah, I highly doubt that, because there's millions of Mexican people in America already, and they haven't been really turned out like that.
Damn, thank you, bro. Shout out to Intellect for the $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the support. When I was in the Air Force, I was stationed in Phoenix. Even Americanized chicas choose us, even if their families may not like it. I'm a known lover of Latinas, and most have been Boricuas y chicas. Interesting. Thank you, bro, for that kind super chat there. Great comment there. Thank you, bro. So next question for you, Marcus, is okay. Let me ask this, bro. Um, let's see. Are Mexican women conservative in their thinking, or are they liberals, bro? Because obviously we want a conservative chick. Liberal women are a no go. They're the reason why America is a mess. We want a conservative chick, conservative thinking, family orientated, puts the man first, lets the man lead, is conservative on social issues, none of that alternative lifestyle BS. Are they conservative, bro?
I would say they're more conservative than the average American. Yeah, definitely. Um, they're more family oriented, more conservative, for sure. Definitely. Um,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Carry on, bro. But
Oh, no, no,
give
no.
us more information as to why they're more conservative, bro.
Well, I will say this. This is what I'm going to say. Okay, um, is that as far as you know the negative cultural influences that you see in America, you'll notice that it's not really affecting Mexicans all that much.
Ooh,
It's not really affecting. It's not affecting them like that, and that's because their culture is very strong. And you know, the things that are affecting even the black community, they're not really affecting them like that. All right. So it's they know how to keep their center. They know how to keep their culture, their whatever it is that connects them back to their home country. They know how to keep that. for the most part. And they are. One of your commenters said Mexican Latinos are liberals. No, they're liberals in certain respects, in certain economic respects. They might be liberals. They might be more likely to vote for uh, on economic issues, but in terms of social and family issues, they're very, very conservative.
This is good. Wow, looks like, man, Team Latinas, you got a win here, brothers. Wonderful. So, brother, let me ask you this, brother, and if you can't answer this question, let me know. Um, did you come across rich women in Mexico, wealthy women?
Hmm. I did not. I did not come across rich women in Mexico. Um, I think in Mexico that is somewhat of a rarity, unless she's connected politically to the political ruling class, or to some of the to maybe to even to one of the cartels or one of the different uh, monopoly families, because Mexico is ruled by these monopolies. Uh, People that own large enterprises, oil and telecommunications and things like that. Um, and a Mexican brother, he really broke it down to me a few years ago, telling me about how that whole deal works out in Mexico. But yeah, it's you're not gonna find a lot of rich. I don't think you're gonna find a lot of rich women there.
Okay, thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is what religion do Mexican women follow the most? Are most of them atheists, or are they Christian, or are they Muslim? And let us know, bro, because and how important is this religion? How important is religion to them in the relationship, bro?
Yes, so Mexican women are overwhelmingly Catholic. They're Catholic. It's a very Catholic country. Um, and some of them, a large and growing contingent of them, are evangelical Christians, but is still a very, very Catholic country. In America, the religiosity is diminished somewhat. They're not super religious, I don't think, in America. Um, but there's still aspects. Again, their culture is what sticks more so than their religion. Their religion is something kind of in the background, but their culture more so than their religion is what tends to stick around.
Okay, thank you, bro. Um, Let me ask this now, brother. Um, is social media a problem with Mexican women in Mexico? Obviously, we're seeing the Instagram, TikTok poison and ruin the minds of American women. Um, and ideally, we don't want a chick that's too obsessed with social media. Like Myron Gaines on the Fresh and Pick postcard says, having an Instagram is cheating, and I agree with him on some parts of that statement. He's right there on some parts of it. Is that a problem? Social media amongst Mexican women, particularly 18 to 23. 'Cause that's a sweet spot there for brothers.
Um, it might be. You do see a lot of Latinas on social media. You do. You definitely do. They like to dance on TikTok and do little dances and show off their poses and stuff like that. Yeah, you do see them more on social media. You do. But the thing is that they just use it as a pastime. It's not like a serious thing for them. They might have like 20 followers on social media. That's not really, I really don't consider that to be a threat in any way. That's just me. But uh, I, they might be on social media, but it's mostly harmless in my opinion.
Okay, wonderful. Um, this is great. Next question for you, brother, is Um, okay, let's see. Are they submissive, Mexican women? And when I say submissive, I want a chick that will moisturize me, you know, bathe me in the bathroom, cook for me, rub my toes, rub my shoulders, rub my neck, cook, clean, look after children. I want a complete submissive chick. Lets me lead, lets me make the big decisions. Do Mexican women do that, and do they allow that in a relationship? Complete submission from them?
As far as complete submission, now, as far as their culture will take you very far. Their culture, because their culture, you know, encourages them women to take care of the men. They're going to definitely be more submissive. They're going to be more cooperative. They're going to cook for you. They're going to clean for you. Um, but as far as like the complete experience, that might be a little less common in terms of like, I think you'd if you want that, I think that's like a high level. This is like a basic Mexican chick will give you cooking and cleaning and give you cooperation, right?
Hmm.
That's like the basic thing that they'll give you, right? But as far as that's like a higher level of chick, and I feel like that would be something that it's a question of what you bring to the table to her, to that kind of chick, right? Because the basic Mexican chick will give you those basic things, but as far as that higher level of service, you're gonna okay, what is it? You have to ask yourself, what is it that you bring to the table to be able to get this higher level of chick giving you this kind of service, right? So, um, you know, I think that it's really important to think about what are the things that satisfy you, right? Maybe you don't need the full total experience, right? Like if you're satisfied with just good food, cooperation, sex, and just, a solid chick, then you can't go wrong with any just, basic, basic Mexican chick. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what you bring to the table and how you negotiate everything with the girl. Because
Okay.
everything is a negotiation.
Okay. Thank you, bro. So when you're in Mexico, what were the best places to meet women in those cities you mentioned? Was it at the bar? Was it at a club? Was it in the park? Was it in a coffee shop? How were you meeting women, brother? And what were the best places you would say brothers should do to meet Mexican women?
Um, like you can meet them basically anywhere. There's no specific place to meet them. They have Costco's in Mexico. A lot of people don't know that. They have a Costco in Tijuana. You can meet them at Costco. You can meet them, uh, at a bar, walking down the street. They're pretty receptive, especially if you're, foreign. If you're asking for directions and you're trying to figure out what's going on, or where to go, they'll definitely, listen to you, and they'll be friendly. So you can meet them really anywhere. What I do recommend, though, is that try to stay away from the more dangerous areas of Mexico and dangerous areas of these cities, because it can get kind of crazy in certain parts. So definitely try to stick to the safer areas.
Okay, thank you, bro. Um, Let me ask this now. Online dating. Did you use online dating in Mexico? If so, what was your success rate in Mexico in terms of online dating? And what apps or websites did you use if you used online dating?
So I used a lot of apps. You can use. I used Hinge. You can also use another app. A lot of guys know about this app. You can find some straight dimes on this app, and if you know how to use it correctly, you can really make out good. But it's called Seeking. Another app called Seeking.com. It's a really good app as far as, especially if you're a guy who has his stuff together, he has his life together, and he's well put together. You know what I mean? You got some nice photos, you got some nice suits, you got some nice stuff, you got some nice things, you got your lifestyle is together. Then that's a really good site to find women on, just in general. Even I found some even halfway decent American women off that site, believe it or not. So uh it's just really, I highly recommend that site if you have your stuff together, but definitely try out Hinge.
What would you say? So were you bagging dimes from those apps, bro? Particularly from Hinge.
Uh, yeah, man. Like Hinge is a top notch app as far as getting high level women. All right, it's very, very, very highly recommended app. Highly recommend Hinge because I have not found so many high level women as I've found on Hinge in one place. Like it's ridiculous. And you know, even in America, I'm doing fairly decent on Hinge. So Hinge is a great app to have uh, in your toolbox.
Fantastic. Thank you, bro. Let me read a couple of super chats real quick. Shout out to Intellect for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. Trust me, bro, it means a lot when brothers support the channel. It validates the work that I put in the early hours of the morning over here in the UK for you American brothers. So appreciate it, bro. Um, what the? Bo- Bo- Boricuas refers to a Puerto Rican woman. Oh, okay. Chicas refer to a woman of Mexican descent, born and raised in America, i.e., Americanized. Thank you, bro. Let me put you on mute there, Marcus. I'm hearing some background noise. Thank you, bro, for that clarification. Interesting. So when I meet my a Mexican girl in the UK or when I go abroad, I'm gonna call her a chica. Thank you, bro. Appreciate intellect. Um, Shout out to Intellect for the $2 super chat again. Thank you for the support for the stream, Intellect. It means a lot to me. Thank you, bro. Chicana, not Chica. Okay, Chicana. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, bro. Much respect to you. Shout out to Amos Brown for the $3 super chat. Mexican women as a group are very family orientated. That's very good to hear. I'm all about family. I'm all about the nuclear family. Man and woman raise their children or child to become great people in lives. Just like we see in the Indian and Chinese community, we need to adopt that within the black community as well. The new black community, SYSBM. I told you, brothers, we're moving away from the current black community. Ain't no saving the Pookie and Ray Rays. Ain't no saving the Keishas. I want you brothers go out there, grab your foreign women, and make new communities. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Amos Brown. Much appreciation, bro. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's get it. So next question for you, brother, is STD and STI rates. Is that a problem out there amongst the Mexican women in Mexico, bro, or in general? Because obviously, it's just nasty. Break it down for us, Marcus.
Uh, it might be a problem in certain areas of certain cities, just because of the high levels of prostitution in certain parts of Mexico,
Okay.
particularly in Tijuana. That's why I always recommend wrapping up. Whenever you're in Mexico, wrap up unless you really know the chick and y'all both been tested. You should wrap up at all times, and just to protect yourself and to protect her. So, um, you know, yeah, it could be a slight issue in certain parts of the country. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is are Mexican women materialistic? Do they want the Gucci bag, the Armani bag, the Amiri attire, all that BS that we get from American women? Are they materialistic, brother?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're the least materialistic women you will come across. Least material, by far the least materialistic women. Now, the ones in America, they might be more influenced by American culture. They might be more materialistic, but as far as, in comparison to other women, they're they rank very, very low in materialism.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is what are the bad parts about Mexican women? Because obviously, not all women, women are not perfect. Okay, it doesn't matter where she's from. What have you found out is a common theme that's bad amongst the Mexican women that you were dealing with in Mexico, bro?
A common theme that is bad. Okay, well, it depends on what you define as bad. Because Mexican women have no problem getting pregnant. So if you define that as bad, then, if you're not trying to have kids, yeah, I mean, it might be a little hard with a Mexican chick because she's going to go off birth control. And I mean, at some point she's going to want to have kids. And, they like having kids. So that could be bad. And if you're a bachelor, you're not trying to get tied down or whatever, it might be an issue. But also, there's an issue with hair to some men. The Mexican women can be kind of hairy,
Uh,
in certain areas of the body, the arms, particularly the arms and the legs. They
uh.
can be sometimes they can be a little hairy. So just make sure they're on top of that. And just that's all it is just shaving. That's all. Just hygiene, basic hygiene, and just making sure it's shaved and everything is good. But yeah, I would say those two issues are the biggest issues with Mexican women. Maybe a slight issue with jealousy too. They might be jealous in certain respects, but other than that, they're great, man. They're great. They're just great all around women.
When you say jealousy, is that in terms of if you're a good looking man, she feels like other women are throwing their shot at you when you go out to the bar, to a pub, or, for shopping at the mall? Is that what you mean, bro? She just doesn't trust you? Just define jealousy, bro, as to, what you mean by that, bro.
Yeah, it's a lack of trust in certain respects. They can get like a lot of Latin American people, a lot of Latin American women. They can get jealous very easily. Um, but I noticed in Mexican women, it's not as crazy as it is with other nationalities. So it's not something I think you have to super worry about. But it's definitely maybe one aspect of their culture.
Okay, thank you, bro. No, hair is nasty. There is something wrong with a little hair. I've stopped dealing with chicks where I saw hair on their arm. I don't like hair on a woman's body. To be honest, it's just nasty. It just makes me sick. So, and I don't do a woman that have hair. That don't keep on top of that. I just find it disgusting, to be honest. Shout out to Gabriel Gadsden for the $5 super chat. I have not caught a live stream in a couple of weeks. I'm glad I caught this one. Another classic from IP. Mexico is on one of the places on my mind. Thank you for the kind words, brother, and for your support. Patreon member Gabriel Gadsden. I know he's eating up all the X-rated and explicit intel on the Patreon that will help him navigate as to whichever country he goes to. That's greatly appreciated, brother. So, brothers, make sure you please hit the like button in this live stream. Please support what I'm doing. It's only me doing this. It's me behind the background. There's no team. There's no group of people. I spend at least tens upon tens of hours every week to set up these live streams for you brothers, man. So please support the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, man. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, Gabriel Gadsden. Appreciate you, bro. It means a lot to me, the support. Thank you, man. Next question to you, brother, is cold approaching. Did you cold approach out there in Mexico? If so, do Mexican women like being cold approached? How did you cold approach them? Break it down for us, brother, the whole cold approach topic, brother. I think that's very important as well, bro.
I didn't, when I was in Mexico, I didn't really cold approach. I feel like if I wanted to cold approach, I'd have no problem doing so. I talked to some random, Mexican females, just asking them for directions or asking for basic information, and they were fairly receptive. But as far as like, trying to like turn that into a cold approach, I haven't really done that. So as far as the cold approach aspect, I feel like it would be much easier to do with respect to Mexican women. If you did want to take that route.
Fantastic. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is how should men dress out there in Mexico? You know, I think appearance is very important. Do we come out there wearing G-Unit sneakers, Sean John jeans, Echo coats, 4XL white tees, gold teeth, gold chain, and the red bandana, reminiscent of the Dipset days and all that stuff? Break it down for us, bro. how should we dress out there, bro? I think that's very important.
Oh man, it's 2004 is over, man. I don't know. Mexicans are not really. Mexicans don't really. Another thing about Mexicans, they don't really care about fashion, really. Like you'll see their men wearing the most basic, like you'll see them wearing like in America, you'll see them wearing like flannel shirts and like I don't know Dickies and like what are those things called Converses, right? Like you'll see them wearing just like basic gear, and they seem like totally cool with that. Like, so I mean, like I don't think presentation is something that matters a whole lot with respect to Mexican women. Like I guess you could literally come at them looking like a member of Dipset or something and probably still pull. I don't know, but I didn't get the feeling that the way that I looked made that much of a difference.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Fantastic. Next question for you now, brother, is the nightlife. Um, did you, how was the nightlife like in terms of, was it a good scene to meet women, or is it the type of scene to meet pros? Did you gain women? Did you get women from the nightlife? And in general, how is it, brother, the nightlife? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah. So I did enjoy some brief nightlife in Mexico. Um, but I didn't really super explore the nightlife as much as I would have liked. But I will say that they're very in the clubs, very receptive. They'll dance with you. They'll, what I mean. They'll talk in your ear. They'll, what I mean. You'll get a lot of attention as a black guy in a nightclub. You'll get a lot of attention, dude. You'll get a lot, and
Okay.
so the nightlife is a good place to be. Just like I said, at night in Mexico, in certain areas, you got to be careful because it can be a little sketchy. So you gotta know where you're going. You know, you got to do a little bit of research in some of these areas and know the right places, man. Because certain areas it Can't get a little sketchy. Can't get a little scary at night, man. But other than that, you're. I feel like you, as a black guy in a Mexican nightclub, you do very well.
Okay, so I've got two follow-up questions from that, but I'll tell you my first one. When you say black guys do well in the Mexican nightclub, is that in terms of women throwing themselves at you? Is that in terms of women buying you drinks? Break it down for us, bro, because we want to know what type of experience we'll get being a black man in the Mexican nightclub. Is it the superstar experience? Are we suddenly Neymar, the soccer player, or Cristiano Ronaldo, or Lionel Messi? Break it down for us, brother.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not going to be like, it's not going to be like that where you're treated like some, big soccer player or anything like that. But you're just going to get slightly more attention than normal. Definitely, the girls are going to give you some looks. They're gonna look at you, and they're gonna be generally receptive. So if you know how to go up to women, they're not going to be super aggressive towards you in most cases. Mexican girls can get shy sometimes, but um, if you know how to go up to women and chat them up and you know how to dance and you especially if you're good at Latin dance, you'll do very well in Mexico. If you're good at Latin dance, all right. So that's another thing. You're good at Latin dance, you'll do very well in Mexico. So if you're a brother who's taking some Latin dance classes, some salsa classes, some of that, you'll clean up, my friend.
Fantastic, bro. So salsa, bachata. I'll keep that in mind, bro. Thank you. Um, what's the ratio of women to men in Mexico? Is it 50-50? Is it more women than men? Or is it unfortunately more men than women based on what you saw out there?
So the ratio, as my understanding, I think there's slightly more women than men.
Oh,
Um, so the ratio is pretty good, uh, and it's just lots of available women, man. It's they're available. They look good. Many of them look good, you know, and they're sexy. They're feminine, man. It's a good place to be, man.
fantastic. Thank you, bro. This is a wonderful so far. Now I want to ask you about racism in Mexico. 'Cause obviously, in America, there's problems with the Latin community and the Black community. The Latin community has some sort of hatred towards Black Americans, which I don't agree with, which I dislike in any shape or form. Black Americans built America. Black Americans are very influential around the world for getting equal rights for everyone. So if you're coming to America, you best respect my Black American brothers. I don't like it when people who are not Black disrespect our Black American brothers. They've worked hard. Because of them, the world changed in the 60s and 70s. So we got to give our Black American brothers props. You know, is that the same in Mexico? Did you experience any racism at all from Mexican people in Mexico?
Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. I did not experience any racism from Mexicans whatsoever. Not at least not during my stay there. They like I said, they treated me like a normal, like I felt like a normal person. Like just there's always this undercurrent of like passive aggressive racism. I feel like in America, you just get this weird hater energy in America, man. It's hard to describe, but you know it when you feel it. It's this hater energy. You don't feel that in Mexico at all. And yeah, man, there's not a lot of race. I didn't experience a lot of racism. I'm sure there's racism there like everywhere else, but I didn't feel like that would be a problem there because
Okay.
you have to understand Latin Americans are multicultural themselves, they're multiracial. So, they have a variety of different backgrounds. You have people from all over the world who were brought to Latin America who, Latin America is kind of a melting pot when you think about it. So I feel like racism. Yeah, I feel like it's harder. I feel like it exists, but it's almost harder to be racist in Latin America. Well, in particular, at least in my experience, I don't know. I just I just didn't experience it.
Okay, brother. N-word use. Did you hear the N-word being used out there in Mexico or towards you at all?
Absolutely not. Nope. I did not experience that at all. Uh
Fantastic.
yeah, man. It's you yeah, I just you won't I don't think you'll get that, dude. Like you won't get that kind of the same kind of hater energy that you get in America. You won't get that in Mexico, dude. And
Okay.
yeah, it's just not yeah, man. It's just a different environment.
Let me ask this, brother. So you know the Negro word, which is offensive in America. Uh, was that said to you in Mexico? Because I know it means black, but in my opinion, it's still an offensive word. That Negro word. You know, it's offensive in America. It's offensive anywhere in Europe or around the world apart from Latin America. Was that said towards you, brother, to describe you?
The Nigga or Niggr?
No, no. So Negro. It's Mexican for black.
Negro. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
NRG. Okay. No, I didn't hear that. They called me an American. Now they
Okay.
might call you a gringo because you're an American, but they won't call you. I didn't get any specific racial terms thrown at me.
This is good. Okay, brother. What about the black Mexican men? Did you come across any black Mexican men or black Mexican women out there in Mexico? If so, how are they living? Were they living good lives? Were they living prosperous lives? 'Cause Latin America has some sort of racial hierarchy from what I'm learning in my research. Did you see that over there in Mexico, bro?
Uh, well, I didn't see too many black Mexicans in Mexico.
Okay.
Uh, I didn't really see too many, but that's not really an issue because, like I said, Mexico is a multi-ethnic country, and they just they to this they don't have the same problems with race as they do with in America. And so a lot of people bring the American mindset to these countries that they go to, but they don't have the same sort of mindset in these countries, not in the same
Okay.
way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, bro. I've got three more questions, but before I go through those questions, I wanted to make that statement very clear again. We must give props to our Black American brothers. They have done a lot of things for people all around the world and in America to gain equal rights and freedom. I will not tolerate any disrespect towards my Black American brothers on this channel. No. Okay, so every day I don't. So some people that are not black do watch my channel. I see it. I know they do. So this is a statement for anyone that comes across this video on my channel. You must give Black American men their props. I'm tired of the disrespect I see and I hear from people on the internet or in real life about Black American men. That's not happening on this channel. On this channel, we appreciate and we uplift and we celebrate Black American men, Black UK men, Black Canadian men, and any other groups of Black men. Okay? So let me make that very clear. Next question for you, brother, is what are the dangers to be aware of in Mexico? You mentioned that in the nightlife, you got to be careful there. Can you break down why we got to be careful? Or, what happens in the nightlife? Who do we come across? Especially within cartel. I think cartel is very important as to how you navigated the cartel. Did you come across any cartel members? Do they target black men? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah. So, you know, you kind of have to be worried about because there are some scams in Mexico and there are some issues with crime. If you're, for example, I've heard of stories of people, for example, in Mexico who hop in a cab at night and and then they're driven to an ATM machine to empty out.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So I mean, look, you just gotta be wary of your surroundings and just
Sorry, bro. Can I rewind that? So you're telling me you order a taxi, right? And then the taxi driver takes you to a place to create attempt to take money out of the ATM, where a
yeah.
bunch of
There's been
dudes are
stories. There's been
dudes
stories
are
like that.
holding guns near the ATM.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you got to be careful, and you got to
How do you spot
be
that?
careful. Be careful of your surroundings. If the cab driver or whatever looks sketchy, and you kind of get that feeling, just get out of the cab, man. Don't get in the cab. Catch another cab. Catch an Uber. Do something else. But don't. I highly recommend actually catching Ubers, not cabs, because the first time I used a cab in Mexico, I got overcharged. They'll definitely overcharge you for sure. If they can, they'll overcharge you. So I don't recommend using a cab. Get an Uber. It's safer. It's uh, faster and it's cheaper.
Thank you, bro. That's very good information for us. Nightlife clubbing. What goes on there that's dangerous, brother? That brothers should be aware of. In the night space.
Yeah, man. So it's one thing you have to be careful about is going outside of these areas, right? Like at nighttime, if there's like a street with a bunch of nightclubs and you go outside of that street at night, there's no telling what you're going to open yourself up to. So I highly recommend you stay on some of these streets where there's a bit more of a police presence, and just stay on those well trodden areas, and don't venture too far out from those areas. Um, and at nighttime, just do your thing, have fun. Don't do anything that let me just say that don't piss anybody off.
Hmm.
That you like, if you don't like, what I mean, don't do anything rash or piss the wrong person off, right? Because there's a lot of people in the lifestyle of the cartels and different criminal groups in
Hmm.
Mexico. You never know who's who, right? So you piss the wrong guy off, you might not never be seen again, right? So I don't recommend you do that in Mexico, all right? Keep to yourself and just have fun, and just do your thing, man, and don't do anything stupid. Just use common sense. That's all.
Okay, bro. Um, what about cartel? Did you come across any cartel members out there in Mexico? How do you avoid coming across cartel people? I know it's kind of a weird question, but obviously cartel is a problem there in Mexico. How did you navigate around that, bro?
Yeah, as I understand, man, like cartels, they have a certain dress code. A lot of them wear cowboy boots and cowboy hats, right? I'm serious. Yeah, that's like a lot of them when they're in, I guess when they're in civilian clothes or whatever, they wear cowboy boots and cowboy hats in Mexico. Uh, so it's a thing with them. So I would, just as a general rule, I guess I would avoid those guys, right? Because I mean, they may not be a part of a cartel, but what if they are? And what if you piss them off, right? So I wouldn't, I would try to maybe avoid avoid that in particular. But um, the cartel is not. I wouldn't say they're super active in places like Mexico City or Tijuana. Um, as long as you stay in the regular areas and don't go too far out of those areas and just don't, you know, just exercise common sense with respect to how you're interacting with people, where you're going, and so forth, you should be fine.
Awesome, bro. Let me ask this now, brother. Um, should brothers did you travel along there by yourself to Mexico?
I did, yes.
Okay. So based on your experience in Mexico, right? Should brothers travel alone to Mexico or travel in a group out there, bro? And tell us why.
Um, so I, I think if you know what you're doing, traveling alone is fine. Um, but if you're sort of new to Mexico and to the culture and understanding Mexico, I highly recommend you take maybe another person with you.
Hmm.
It doesn't need to be a group, but just another guy to just watch your back, and you know, just take another guy with you. Make it a guy's trip. You and your guy friend, you decide to go to Mexico and hang out for a bit, hang out for like a week, and just do it like that. Just someone to just watch your back while you're there and make sure you're okay, and for you to do the same to him. Um, but if you know what you're doing, um, you do fine as a solo traveler.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. And so in general, is Mexico safe for black men to travel to? Is Mexico safe for straight black men, to travel to,
Yeah, they
brother?
they won't they won't target you for being a black guy or for being a black man or whatever. It's mostly safe. It's just you gotta be careful in terms of the places that you go more so than anything else. Not It's not who you are or whether or not they target black men. They don't really do that. So um you know now if you're rich and like you are really flashy, they might target you, but other than that, I mean, they're not going to target you for being a black man.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Shout out to the brother, John Thomas, for the £4 cash app. Thank you, bro, for the support. It means a lot to me when you brothers support. Again, it's almost 3 a.m. over here in the UK. We out here trying to get you brothers out there, trying to help you brothers navigate the dating scene abroad. You've seen Fresh and Fit and all the other RP brothers tell you how horrible dating is in the West. I'm giving you brothers the solution to the horrible dating scene. So the support is greatly appreciated. He says Mexico has too much cartel violence to live there. Would you agree with that, Marcus? Or disagree?
I would not agree with that because it depends on where you're going. If you're going to certain areas, certain cities, then you won't have much to worry about. You just got to do your research, and there's plenty of safe cities and places to go in Mexico, and where you don't have to really worry about the cartel at all. Um, a lot of the cartel activity is actually in the northern part of the country because they that's where they export the drugs. They export. See, cartels are based off of drug exports. They export drugs. Uh, they smuggle them through the border and they export them to America. So a lot of that is a lot of the cartel activities in the border cities and in the areas where you'll see a lot of cartel activity are in the north of Mexico. Um, so if you avoid those super dangerous areas, you don't really have that much to worry about. Just do your research and just exercise common sense, man.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Troy Dean. Thank you, brother, for the support. Much appreciation, brother, over there in the UK. Thank you for the £8.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. Sorry, IP, I've missed a few streams, but I'm just showing my support. Another classic stream as usual. Shout out to the guests as well. The explicit version on the Patreon is flames. Yes, indeed, brothers. Make sure, brothers, you join the Patreon diamond tier to hear the explicit version of this stream. So, Marcus, thank you, brother, for breaking out the intel for us about Mexico. I'm going to open up the phone lines in a couple minutes, bro. So I appreciate what you've done, brother. Awesome.
Yeah, man. Of
So,
course.
anything else you want to add regarding Mexico that you feel that brothers should know? Or should I get the questions? Shall I open up the phone lines, bro?
So yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be in Mexico. I mean, there's actually quite a few Mexican women in California, and they've retained a lot of their culture. But I highly recommend if you're in Mexico, you start off with some starter cities. Some basic starter cities I would say are uh, Mazatlan, Mexico, Tijuana, and Cabo San Lucas. Those are some starter cities right there. And then as you get deeper into Mexico, you can start working your way to Mexico City and places like that. And I think another guy, he mentioned Merida, Mexico. I've heard some good things about that place as well. So yeah, man, definitely Mexico has a lot to offer.
Damn, thank you, bro. Brothers, this has been a classic live stream. This has been a classic. I hope you brothers are taking notes, man. Again, this kind of information right here, only the U.S. government knows about. The CIA, the FBI, only they know about this information. I ain't capping, brothers. You know, we out here trying to save you, brothers, get you out there. I appreciate Marcus for breaking it down to an absolute T. This right here is golden, valuable information, brothers. Damn, even this got me shaking at like the Holy Ghost came in me right now, bros. Crazy, man. Thank you very much for that, Marcus. A shout out to Troy Dean for the support. Thank you, brother. So, before I open up the phone lines, like I said, brothers, the explicit version of this stream will be on the Patreon. You can, if you join the Patreon Diamond tier, you will hear the explicit version about Mexican women. So make sure you join the Patreon Diamond tier. John Thomas, my mod, can you post a link to my Patreon in the live stream chat? That'd be greatly appreciated. So brothers, what was I gonna say? Awesome. So make sure you hit the like button if you've not liked the video already. That'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed already. And when you do subscribe, make sure you press the notification bell to always and all notifications so you never miss a live stream, post, upload, or content from me ever. Okay. If you want to reach out to me directly, please follow me on Instagram and send me a DM. I will get back to you. If you want to have one-to-one consultations and have frequent phone calls with me, join the Patreon Diamond tier. Or if you want to support my channel in general, there's lower tiers for you that you can support monthly to help me do what I do. Because it's a lot of hard work, brothers. It ain't easy. Okay. So here's a link to my Instagram as well. Sorry, to my Twitter. If you're on Twitter, follow me on Twitter and send me a DM. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Here's a link to my Cash App as well. That's open 24/7. Like I said, YouTube takes a 30% cut of all my super chats one by one. Cash App doesn't, so please support the Cash App. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. Awesome, awesome. As you can see, the Manosphere conference is happening this week. So to get into the Facebook group and to book your tickets for the Manosphere conference from the 9th to the 11th, please join the Patreon Diamond tier and I will add you to my Facebook group, okay? To get the information so you can go out there to Philadelphia and meet like-minded brothers and get this IT knowledge that will help you remote work and meet women all around the world, okay? That's the goal of this movement, okay? So if you please call in and ask questions regarding Mexican women and contribute if you have been to Mexico and if you have dealt with Mexican women yourself. Let's keep on topic on this live stream. Make sure you're respectful. Sorry, make sure you're respectful to our guests. Any disrespect will be dealt with We're all adults here, okay? So please be respectful to our guest, Marcus. If you can't call in, you must cash app or super chat your questions. So Marcus, please don't answer any questions in the live stream chat unless they super chat or cash app their questions, brother, okay? So you either cash app, super chat your questions, or you call in to ask your questions, okay? And that'd be fantastic. So let's get this live stream popping. So call in, brothers, and let's have a great live stream. And call in to ask about Mexico, Mexican women, Mexican food. Okay, so call in. Let's get it popping, brothers. Fantastic. A huge shout out to my mod, John Thomas, for working hard this evening. I see you, bro. Salute to you, brother. Thank you. Patreon member too. He's enjoying all the explicit intel regarding foreign women on the Patreon Diamond tier. You can be a part of that if you join the Patreon Diamond tier. And brothers, make sure you hit the cash apps and super chats throughout this evening. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, bro. Okay, so Jay Bones, I see you in the background. Do you mind turning on your camera for a couple seconds so I know you're not a troll? Thank you, Jay Bones. You're confirmed, brother. Thank you. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. Jay Bones. Awesome, awesome. Hello, Jay Bones. How you doing, bro?
What up, IP?
What's up, brother? How you keeping?
Man, God is great and the paper is straight.
Yes, indeed.
How
Yes,
you been?
indeed.
Beautiful, man.
I've been good, man. Welcome back, Jay Bones.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Hope you're well over there in America. So, bro,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's getting rough out here, man. I know you guys see what's going on out here, bro.
yeah, a lot of shootings. I just heard Metro Boomin's mum got killed. It's
Yes.
too much happening in America, and I want you brothers to just get out as soon as possible.
It's a dumpster. It's a dumpster fire, man. It's a dumpster fire.
It's wild
Total
right
dumpster
now,
fire.
IP. Like everybody, I was in Philly, and then I left last night, and then I got home this morning, and it's like 10 people shot. Like, yeah, bro, it's time to get those passports and get the hell up out of here.
That's right, bro. So, brother, do you have any questions for our guests regarding Mexican women at all, bro?
Yeah, shout out to the brother, man. Unfortunately, my bad, IP. I joined the stream. I think it was like maybe 20 or 30 minutes after you guys started, but you guys did a really great job. Yeah, man. He's right on point about certain things. I really appreciate it. Mexico is really great. Mexico is really, really dope. I have a different experience with Mexico. I've been there probably like 3 or 4 times. I've been going there since I was a kid. But when I was in college, I used to go down to Stanford University and train with the soccer team. One of my friends, he used to play on a soccer team there. So we would actually go to the border and then we would jog. Because one thing about Cali, you can actually, if you have your passport and you go to the border between Mexico and Cali, you'll literally see people just walking across the border or even just running across the border. Like they'll just be jogging back and forth. So we would actually jog into Mexico to train there during the soccer season and then jog back out. It's very nice. One thing that's really good for you boys is the money situation. The money situation is dope because your money stretches really nice there.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, your money stretches real long. Like you just the food is cheap and it's good. I'll tell you that for sure. Mexican food is crazy cheap and it's just excellent. Like I'm not even I could eat Mexican food from Monday through Friday. Like I'm telling you, boy, it's the food, the women. Like you go to places like Monterey. Mostly like every woman, like literally every woman that you meet there is like Salma Hayek. You know Salma Hayek, IP?
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, thick and juicy, like just that crazy body, like that crazy short, extra thick body. You understand what I'm saying? Like they come in. One thing about Mexican women too, IP, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like they come in all different colors, all different shapes, all different sizes. Like some of them are tall, some of them are short. Most of them are. The good thing about it is that most of them are short, so they're not like towering over you. But yeah, man, Mexico's the spot. It just when you guys go out there, just safety first though. What the brother was saying is very true. It's very sketchy. Mexico is incredibly sketchy, very very sketchy place. But you know they're used to having a lot of poverty there, but it's a half and half thing because they're also incredibly nice people. Like Mexicans are some of the most nicest people you ever run into. There's a lot of respect. You know,
They're
make
very
sure,
nice.
yeah, make sure you don't bump
Yeah.
into anybody the wrong way or say anything crazy to anybody. You know, you respect somebody, they'll respect you back. One thing about Mexico is very filled up with respect. Don't say
Yes.
anything crazy to nobody, and they won't say anything crazy to you. You know, but if you do say something crazy, you gonna get this work.
Be ready for the drama.
You go get this work.
Be
You go
ready
get
for the
this work.
drama.
Yeah, they're not playing
Yeah.
games over there. It's everybody. Everybody expects to follow the same rules, which is, you know, I respect you, you respect me. But if you're looking for that work, they'll give it to you. They'll give it to you.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. But IP, it's one thing about America too is we got lucky because we're in close proximity with Mexico, so you get a taste of them. You get a slight taste of them even before you go down into the country. Texas, places like San Antonio. I used to go to San Antonio to watch the basketball games back in the day when the Spurs was there. That was when Manu Ginobili was on the team. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque, New Mexico itself is a state. You know, the state New Mexico in America is basically just filled up with a bunch of Hispanics. Like New Mexico belongs to Hispanics, and you can go there and you can literally see how dope Hispanic women are. You understand what I'm saying? You know me, IP. I'm Team Latino all the way. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, IP. But yeah, Mexico is the thing. Just make sure safety first. Your money stretches the long way. Safety first. Be very wise. You know, keep all your things with you. You know, just lock up your cell phones and your wallets real tight on you. Be respectful. Dress nicely. Don't go there looking like a bum. You know, and trust me, you'll bag. I did appreciate what the brother said about the kids too. If you boys do choose Mexican, just remember one thing. It won't probably be less than 3 or 4 months. She wants kids.
Yep.
Mexican women, they want
Yep.
to start a family. If they meet you on Monday, they probably want to start a family by Friday. Yeah. They're very family oriented. They love family. Like it for them, they're not playing around. They're not trying to be sleazy little hoes and all that other stuff. Like,
Yep.
yeah, they want to
Yep.
get married. They want to get straight to the point, and that comes out of the Catholicism with them. That comes from the religion thing. Like, family. Let's get married. Let's have children. Let's build a family together. You know. Yeah.
Wow, this
Absolutely, man.
great
Yeah.
information
Yeah.
there,
So
J Bones.
I
I
couldn't
know
say
a
it better
dude.
myself.
Let me land it right here. Like IP. I know a dude when I was growing up in high school. Right. He used to Let me tell this story. I'm gonna keep it PG, but he used to come around our like high school campus, and he would basically work as what's the term, like a handyman. Like he would work as a yard hand, like fixing, like cleaning up the grass, and fixing stuff, the light bulbs in our high school. And during the lunch break, I would always see somebody bring him food. Like his wife would bring him food. But I started to notice Monday it would be a different person, then Tuesday it'd be another different person. Then I would see the same rotation over and over again. So one day I asked him, I'm like, "Yo, is that your wife?" And he looked at me, and you know what he said? He said, "Which one?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, they have that within their culture too. Sometimes they keep it on a low. They don't put it out on paperwork for the government to know, but some of them have two wives. Sometimes, depending on where you go and which neighborhood in America, they will have two families. One Mexican man will have two families, and they would live across the street from each other. So he would have one family that has like three kids, and with his wife, and then across the street he would also have a wife with four kids. Like that's like a real normal thing for them. They keep it amongst themselves. They don't let the government come between us. Come between them. But that's also something that it kind of happens, but it's very rare. Usually you would have to be Mexican yourself, but a brother can pull it off. I've seen it before. It ain't really that crazy. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, brothers. Like Mexican women are dope. Like they're different dope. They're yeah. You boys got to be ready for it though. It's yeah, definitely, bro.
Thank you, J Bones. Appreciate that sentiment there. Thank you, bro. Fantastic. So, brothers, can we get more callers in? If you don't get any new callers in, I'll end the live stream. I'm a person that values quality over quantity. So, if you have any questions for our guests, call in. Or if you have any contributions about Mexican women that you may have dealt with yourself personally, call in and let's hear your sentiments there. If you can't call in, please cash up and super chat your questions, or please cash up and super chat to support the channel in general. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, bro. What about mixed race Mexican women, Marcus and J Bones? Let's say half Mexican, half black, half Mexican, half Japanese. Y'all brothers seen that before? Because that is like a gorgeous mix, half black, half Mexican, or even half black, half Japanese, half black, half Russian. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I've seen half black, half Mexican, half Japanese, and half
Ooh,
Mexican, half Korean in LA.
Jesus.
I've seen half Japanese, half Mexican before. They're dope. They're beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Where was that?
I've seen it in LA. You'll see it. You might see it in a place like LA where there's a lot of
Yeah, a
Japanese
lot
and a
of
lot of
mixture,
Mexicans.
a lot of you'll definitely see it. In LA, you see everything. You see anything in California, though.
Okay,
That's
that's
true.
fine, brothers. But are the half Mexican women, are they checking for brothers, half Japanese, half Mexican? It's good that we can see them, but did they show brothers love? If they ain't showing brothers love, we can toss them out the garbage, bro. you know?
Yeah, they are IP, and the reason why they are is because in Cali dating is like they don't have that sort of a racial uh they don't have that with them. Like you go to California, everybody's mixed. It's like coming to New York, the diversity is a very strong thing, so how could you discriminate? But one of the things about Cali dating is that you got to have your ish together. You got to be ready to go. You're not you want to catch the best. That's the thing with me, IP. That's always been my rule for some of the guys here, or just basically all the brothers. Like, yo, I know you boys want to go out. I know you guys want to grab the passports and go to these countries, but just remember one thing: have your stuff together, because
Yes.
you don't want to run into a bum. You don't want to run into. That's why I appreciate you doing the live stream. You was asking a brother, did he see any rich Mexican women out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go and find a girl where you have to basically fend for her for everything. You got to pay for everything. Uh you got to provide everything, and it's like after a while it's like, no, it's got to be a 50-50 situation. So
Personally,
go ahead, bro.
and this is my opinion. I mean, I have no problem with that. That's just me.
Yeah.
But you know,
If you are dealing with Mexican women, I would tell you, though, the brother was right. Most likely you will have to be the breadwinner of the family, because they
Yeah.
expect you to do that. Yeah, they want you. They'll do their part and they will not fail. They won't fail on that. I'll tell you that
right.
100%. With their culture, they won't fail. They will not
That's
fail.
cool. So
Yeah,
I can I'm cool with providing, but I want complete and utter submission and femininity. We can't go half and half. If you want me to provide 100%, cool. You best cook, clean, rub my back, moisturize me, bathe me at some parts when I feel tired, or even bathe myself. Keeping it real with you, brothers, man. I want complete and utter femininity and submission. If Mexican women can provide that, I'm cool with that, brother. Let's get it,
I
man.
yeah, IP said IP said bathe me and moisturize me. IP's a goddamn Gerber baby. This dude's a Gerber. IP's a Gerber baby, bro. He wants you to feed him applesauce and put a diaper on him. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, man. But
Bro,
yeah,
Japanese, bro, let me tell you this, J Bones, right? Japanese women, they bathe their men in some cases, bro. I mean, you heard that in the live streams in the past, bro. It's confirmed that Japanese women will literally bathe their men. So
true.
if that's the case, bro, I want that from Mexican chick, man.
Yeah,
It's not the fact that I can't do it myself. It just shows that she's submissive and she's feminine. If that woman come here and bathe me, she'll do it.
yeah,
That's what I want, brother.
yeah.
Keeping it
IP.
real.
That's the thing. I mean, when it comes to I'll tell you one thing about Mexican women is you're definitely gonna get that. Like you'll get all that, packed into one. But you gotta find the right one. You got to
Mm,
be able to. one problem I always said IP with just Hispanic women in general, but especially I'd say with definitely with Mexican women, you'll feel some type of way because there's so many of them. Choosing is really difficult. Like even here in America, like you
Right.
go into places like Texas, you go like New Mexico, you go into places like Cali, brother. IP man, you looking like it's rough. You got plenty of choices like Salvadorian, Mexican, Honduran, Costa Rican. Like you going down a line. So you in a buffet. America is like a giant buffet, but yeah, definitely the Mexican women, they'll do it for you, IP, no doubt.
All right, thank you for that, J Bones. Thank you, bro. Let me bring in order my chizzy. Thank you, bro, for confirming. Do you want to turn your camera off or leave it on? Order my team. Do you want to turn your camera off, please, or you can leave it on? It's up to you. Okay, thank you, thank you. Hold on, bro. Oh, yeah, turn off the camera. Turn it off. You confirm, bro. Turn it off. Shout out to Troy Dean for the $8.99 super chat. Thank you, Troy Dean, again for supporting the channel. Much appreciation, bro. For any brothers traveling to different countries, especially South American countries, learn the language, even the basics for that matter. And last and not least, know the culture. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Great super chat there, Troy Dean. Thank you, bro. Let me bring in Mr. Audemars Chizzy. How you doing, Audemars? You okay, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm doing fine. What's up?
I'm doing good, brother. Thank you. Do you have any
You
questions to our guests?
are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Yeah, I can hear loud and clear, brother. I can hear you loud and clear. Do
Yeah,
you have any?
are you hearing me?
Yes, bro. I can hear you,
Oh,
brother.
I'm just
Okay.
stopping by, you know.
Thank you, bro.
I'm just stopping by watching the stream.
Awesome. So, do you have any questions for our guests regarding
So
Mexican women,
good.
brother? What the? Bro, do you have any questions for our guests regarding Mexican women?
How's Mexican?
Sorry?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you have any
how's the
questions
Mexican
for
woman down there?
bro?
How's the
We answered
Mexican
that.
woman down there?
Bro, we just had an hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes speaking about Mexican women, bro. Unless you came to the stream late.
Are you trolling, my man?
Are Mexican women submissive?
Bro, we just asked. Hey,
I'm just
Audemars, we
asking
already
if
answered that.
Are submissive.
Yeah, bro, we already answered that question previously
My
in the live
bad.
stream. Okay, so don't worry, bro. Take your time out. Come back with a few questions, bro.
Y'all
Okay,
don't have any questions.
Okay, all right, thank you, bro. I appreciate you,
All right.
Audemars Chizzy. Thank you, bro. Okay, awesome. So brothers, feel free to call in to ask the guests some questions. This has been a great live stream so far. You know, if not, brothers, I will end the stream early. So call in, cash out, super chat your question. We have over 100 people watching, so you brothers are clearly interested. Don't be shy. We don't bite. We're not vampires. We're not Dracula. So call in to contribute. Interesting. I've got a question, actually. What's the relationship between black men and Mexican women in America? I think that's also an interesting sentiment there. Are we seeing a high amount of black men dating Mexican women and vice versa? Are Mexican
It's
women chasing
growing.
after black men? It's
It's
growing.
growing,
Okay.
IP. Yeah, it's growing. I mean, that's why if you boys remember, the brother on the panel, are you from Cali?
Yeah, my man.
Okay,
I'm from Northern California, the Bay
Northern
Area.
Cali. Okay, all
Yeah.
right, cool. Yeah, so you know what's going on. You see it then.
Oh
All it
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. It's
I've
growing
I've
very high.
lived, dude. I grew up with Mexicans. I grew up in a very Mexican area, dude. Like I know Mexicans backwards and forwards. As far as their culture, everything, I know everything there is to know about Mexicans.
Yeah,
As far as what I mean, like I I know them. I've had many Mexican girlfriends, and almost got a couple girls pregnant. I mean, it was yeah. I have a long history with
with
Mexican
Mexican.
ladies.
Yeah, it's growing. It's growing, IP. And if you want to know about the growing situation, just remember one thing. Rest in peace to our brother KS.
Hmm.
Remember, if you remember, KS kept on telling, Kevin Samuels, he kept on telling, what do you call it? He kept on telling all these a lot of the sisters, like, yo, y'all keep on targeting brothers. Like a lot of black women, they say that all the time. Oh my God, IP, these black men, they love them some white girls. These black men, they chasing white Becky around. But truth be told, all this time, IP, let me tell you, the biggest threat to the sisters when it comes to black men is Hispanic women. It's never been white women. Never been white women. Like because we don't share any close proximity with white women. We don't have any sort of relationship with them. You ever been around white women and really talk to them? Like what
Yeah.
what relationship do you really have with white women? Like if you sit in a room with a white woman, the conversation is stale.
It's not a serious.
Yeah, it's not a serious thing.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
like
serious thing with them.
it's not, yeah, like you sitting there and you talking to them, but it's like there's no vibe. But when you're around Hispanic women, like rest in peace to Paul Mooney, the great legendary comedian, said, Hispanic people are just light-skinned black people. That's just all they are.
Damn.
Yeah. Put on some music really quickly in a room. You will see who's Hispanic and who's black and who's white. You understand, like real right off the bat. Like like in New York, I remember even hip hop itself has a section of Hispanic influence. Even in the beginning, like raw in the beginning, like in the 70s when hip hop was really taking off. Puerto Ricans had something to do with it. You had some Hispanic flavor in there too. So they've been close proximity to us for a very long time, IP. Very, very long time. But you get in a room with a white girl, you ain't really saying much. Y'all just kind of sitting around just looking at each other in the face. But Hispanic women, KS said that all the time, IP. The biggest threat to the sisters, it's never been white women. It's always been Hispanic women. Yeah, like they treat you differently. Like a lot of Hispanic women too, they have a code of conduct with us when it comes to black men. Like a lot of them, they're not afraid of us. When you're around white women, it's always this second guessing. They're standing across the street. Hey, hi.
Right.
Hi, how are you, IP? Do you like me? Do you like white girls? Maybe you don't. Maybe if you do, send me a signal. No, Hispanic women come straight up to you. They don't have that color broad, and that's what the brother on the panel was explaining before when he was in Mexico. It was like they don't see you kind of differently. They don't really notice, like they won't see you and start running. White women, they see you sometimes and they got to call 911 just to confirm you're not a threat. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Ain't no Hispanic sisters doing that. Like when they see you, they'll come up to you, they'll grab you, and they're very touchy. You got to be ready for that. You got to be ready for Hispanic women or Mexican women. They're very touchy. Like they'll get upset if you don't touch them first. They'll get upset. Like they don't do that boundary stuff. They like that hugging and that kissing and the Papi, come here. Oh my God, Papi, you're so cute. Come here. Oh, let me make you something to eat. Oh, like, yeah, you got to be ready for that. Yeah, a lot of hugging and kissing. Yeah.
Damn.
They're not playing games. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say that. Also, I always understood that white women were largely for sex, and not really for relationships. I don't really take them seriously for that.
We write their own code. Unless you, like that's the thing. I'd be like, that was the reason why me and my girl, we kind of, we rose above that, because technically in America she's considered white, but she was born in Israel. You understand what I'm saying? So she's not white Becky white. Most of the white Becky whites in American culture, they
American.
are. Yeah, the white Becky whites here, you smashing. It's just the truth, IP. I'm not, like the brother said, it's true. The relationship we have with Becky in America is based on a sexual relationship. Most brothers aren't really running around because after a while, that little Starbucks behavior, it gets annoying. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't really be rolling around with white women like that. American white women, it's like they're very plain Jane. They're very plain Jane people. Yeah, like most of the time, don't get me wrong, behind closed doors, they'll make you feel real special. I mean, I went to. Let me tell you something, IP. I went to when I was at Notre Dame. I was busting down Becky's like it was a video game over there. Like I was tearing up Becky's left and right. Yeah, yeah. You in a predominantly white environment because I went to a predominantly white high school, and then I went when I was at Notre Dame. It was like all Becky's. You behind closed doors. Trust me, that's a different feeling right there, because they sexually fetishize. You know, they have a sexual thing with us. But as far as putting a ring on their finger, nah, bruh. I would go Hispanic first.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you're gonna get a Becky, get a foreign Becky. Get one
Get a
from
foreign
like
Becky.
get
Yeah,
one
yeah,
from
true.
like Russia or Eastern
Or
Europe or something like that.
Estonia, you know, places like Estonia and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
they have more of a culture where they're gonna take care of you. You know, they're gonna listen. They're gonna do they're gonna treat you like a Gerber baby, like IP wants. You know, feed you applesauce and put a diaper on you. Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that, brothers. Oh man. Mr. International, can you turn your camera on in the background for a couple of seconds so I know you're not a troll?
By the
Thank
way,
you,
I was in a relationship for 1 year with a Russian woman from Russia. So
Oh, okay.
I know a lot about Russian women too.
Okay, we'll speak on that later on, okay, bro? I'll talk to you about that tomorrow, okay, brother? On Monday.
For sure, man. Sure.
Fantastic. So let me bring in Miss International. Chelo Tamaz, I see you, bro. Give me a couple of minutes, bro, okay? Let me bring in Miss International. International Mister, how you doing, bro?
What's up, OGs, man? How y'all
Oh
doing?
man, bro, your audio is still bad. It's the same problem as yesterday, bro. Your audio.
All right, it's cool, bro. I just want to say what's up.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. International.
Hey, what's up, bro? How are you, man?
What's up, bro?
All right. Thank you, bro. It might be a connection issue with your audio because we definitely want to hear some questions from you,
Let
bro.
me
For your audio.
ask the question. Maybe y'all still can hear the question that I was going to ask. I was going to say, I know Mexican women are when they get older, they're built like refrigerators. That's what I heard you mean. Y'all tell me that, right? So where's the place in Mexico? Because Mexico is big. Where's the places where the women age the best, in your opinion, or the best place to find them?
Yeah, and the body is curvy, not refrigerator box body. Hell no.
I would say more towards northern Mexico. You know, you get a lot of the boxy, bad built Mexican girls in the southern part of the country because that's where you get a lot of the indigenous Mexicans. You know, with the Mexicans with a strong indigenous genetics, and that's where that indigenous genetic that's where that boxy look comes from the indigenous part. So if you stay more on the northern side, you shouldn't get too much of that.
Awesome. Thanks for that. Great question there, Miss International. Let me bring in Chelo Tamaz. What's up, Chelo Tamaz? How you doing, bro?
Not much, sir. Came to the stream late. How you guys doing?
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Jay, what's your questions for our guests, brother?
Yes, sir. My question is, first off, traveling wise, I live in Florida, so that's the location I'm at right now. So, traveling wise, do you think it would be best as far as like unvaccinated to visit Mexico, like a 2 week sort of thing? Planning next summer, yeah.
So you said you're unvaccinated?
Yeah, I see some of the traveling places are like pretty.
So are you say you're unvaccinated and you're trying to go to Mexico? Am I right?
Yeah, well, as an option.
Okay, so as far as vaccination, I don't think there's much of a problem getting into the country so much as getting back into America.
Right.
But depends on how you get into America. If you travel across the border, then it shouldn't be a problem because they don't really check your vaccination papers or anything walking across the border. But if you take a flight, then it might be a problem. So if I were you, and if you wanted to go to Mexico, I would take the land route. I would just walk right over go down to
Yeah, so you would
San.
think Uber wise first to maybe Texas and see what I can do from there.
Yeah, I would go. So if you're in California, you go to San Ysidro.
Mhm.
If I remember correctly, that I don't. My Spanish is a little rusty, so I sound like a gringo. But yeah, San Ysidro is the entry point that you go to. You might take the train down there. It's like an hour and a half, and you take it from like San Diego all the way down, and then it takes you all the way down to the border, and then you just walk right across the border.
I see.
Yeah,
So, and I do have a second question.
sure.
Yeah. So, what is the difference you see from Mexican American women and the women who are already there and like born and raised in Mexico? Is there much of a difference, or you see like the same type of woman, as far as feminine wise and quality?
So Mexican American women still have a little bit of they still retain some of their culture.
Hmm.
They're normally not fully Americanized, but you can definitely tell that they have American influences.
Right.
And so I wouldn't make them my first choice with respect to Mexican women. If I wanted a Mexican woman, I would go straight to the source, man. I'd go
Right. Right.
straight to the source. I would go straight to Mexico, probably Mexico City. Mexico
Mhm.
City, great place. And that would be like I would dedicate some time to just understanding the culture and getting my
Right.
Spanish up, man, because that's important. If you want to go deep with a Mexican chick in Mexico, learn Spanish.
I see. I see. And you had said something about northern Mexico. I'm thinking like Cancun, or you have other like places in mind. If I was able to go to northern Mexico and see some of the slimmer or thicker type Mexican women, yeah.
Yeah. So northern Mexico, I would, in terms of the more, I guess you could say the classically attractive,
Hmm.
curvy,
Yeah.
big booty Mexican chicks, right? Definitely northern Mexico.
Right.
I would stick in that area. I wouldn't go no further, no lower than Mexico City if I was looking for that. I
Hmm.
wouldn't go no further south than that. Uh, and yeah, man, definitely. There's also Monterey, though I've heard Monterey is
Hmm.
a little dangerous. So I'll definitely do some research on that. But I've heard Monterey's if you like light skin, big booty Mexican girls with curves, Monterey is it.
And do they have like a little bit of melanin in there, like some of the
Uh,
Pocahontas sort of skin
yeah, they
cinnamon
definitely.
types?
See, that's all over Mexico.
Yeah.
You'll get Pocahontases all over Mexico, man. That's all over Mexico,
Yeah.
and it's just certain areas. Mexico, like I said, is a mestizo country, like. So it's like they're a combination of Spanish and indigenous. It just
Hmm.
depends on where you're at in the country. You might get more indigenous or you might get more Spanish. It just depends.
I see.
Yeah.
And I have a very last question, and I'm out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do brothers necessarily have to, like go into like the club sort of scene, the nightlife, or it could be anywhere, like during the day, as soon as they hop out from their hotel room with a group of friends of theirs, or even by themselves, like anywhere local, like restaurant, maybe the mall, or the Mexican woman there checking for brothers, or
Let me put it this way. If
hmm
you're the only brother or one of the only brothers in one of these locations, you're going to get
yeah.
attention. So you got to get ready for that because you're going to get attention. Trust me. You're going to get attention. You will. Now, you got to get ready for that now. So,
Hmm.
I mean, they got Costco in Mexico too. They got Costco's in Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah. So I've seen. I was passing it up in Tijuana. I passed up. I was like, "Where they got Costco's in Mexico? What? It's crazy." But yeah, man, it's you just get ready for the attention. You're gonna get it if you're one of the only brothers in the location. You're gonna get a lot of attention.
and that's all it takes. Just you, dark man, American. That's it. Knowing a little Spanish.
And you know some Spanish, and you know how to do, and you know how to dance salsa. And
Yeah,
you're in the
salsa.
nightclub.
Yeah.
You know how to salsa dance, dude. You're in. You in there. You in there, man. That's really that's the trifecta. You know, salsa. You know, Spanish, and you a brother. You
Mm.
in. You in, man. You in. You in.
Even
You in,
if you
bro?
don't know the salsa, they'll still be willing to teach you. You know.
Exactly. Exactly.
What? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You in, bro? You in. Hey, shout out to my American brothers, man. So you brothers are
Sir.
superstars, man. Shout out to my American brothers, man. Honestly, top-notch brothers. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love that you're in, bro. You're in, man.
All right. All
Lord.
right. See you, IP. I'm out. Gotta sleep on this.
All right. Thank you, Shamaz. Shout out to Shamaz. Thank you, brother. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Thank you, brother, for the words of advice.
Of
Mexico
course, man.
definitely got to be a place to go.
Anytime, man. Anytime, brother.
Yes, sir.
Remember, bro, you're in, okay? Oh, God.
You
All right, take it easy, chill out. Shamaz.
too.
Sorry, man. Shout out to Dr. Educated Idiot for the $499 super chat. Thank you for the support, bro. Much appreciation. In my opinion, the best BBL doctors are in Mexico. They are true I can't even say that word of the BBL craft. Interesting, consociates of the BBL craft. Is that the Brazilian butt lifts? Oh Lord, I tend to avoid chicks that do that. But if you know, if you're into that, brother, no shame. Okay, interesting, brother. Interesting. Thank you, bro. Thank you for that, Dr. Educated Idiot. So, brothers, if you want me to stay on longer in the live stream, I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes should be okay. Please send your support in the super chats or cash apps. If not, I will end the stream. Time is money, and I prefer quality over quantity, so I never like wasting time. So if y'all ain't gonna call in, if you want me to continue going in this live stream, please support the channel and the movement. If not, I'll end it early. Okay. Thank you, brothers.
I just want to respond to this brother in the comment section saying that Mexican women don't have curves. You, my friend, are very mistaken. They definitely have curves in Mexico. They definitely got booty in Mexico. Trust me. Trust me. They got ass.
Is that
They got booty for days in Mexico, my man.
is that as a
For
result
days.
of is that as a result of BBL surgery, or
No,
just in
no,
general natural?
it's a result of them being indigenous. That's what it is. Because
Ah,
they're black. Yeah, people forget about that. What's his name? Here's the list. IP. I don't know. You know, one thing we have a problem with IP is location, location, location. Depending on what location you're in, is what you're going to see when it comes to, certain women, especially Hispanic women. But Mexican women in general, let me give you the list. If you're looking for some real curve situations for Mexican, not just for Mexican, but Hispanic women in general, I would say Colombians. Technically, Brazilians are, Latinos, because some of them identify themselves as Latinos. So Brazilian, the Colombian women, definitely Dominican women, Puerto Rican, and Mexican. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll throw in a little bit. I'll throw in a little bit of Honduran, a little bit of Honduran, a little bit of Honduran or Nicaraguan. But yeah, I don't know what, brother. It's location IP. Mexican women are notorious for having booty, but the right ones are notorious for having a shaped body. They usually have real shaped bodies, like flat stomachs, pretty, physique, and I love their physique a lot more because technically they're more close proximity to black. You understand what I'm saying? They're more close proximity to our genetics, so that even makes the whole situation better. But they stay fit. Yeah, they stay fit. You go to you go to some of these, you go to places like Santa Fe, you go and see, especially Cali Mexicans. Cali Mexicans aren't fat. Like
Nah,
they're no, yeah, like because you're in Cali, you're in California, you better look like you in Cali. Yeah, they have some of the most beautiful girls over there. It's just yeah, it's something else, man.
yeah, man. He was, and the brother in the comment section, another brother in the comment section said, check out the Mexican weather girls. I'm telling you, bro,
Oh
those
yeah.
weather girls, man.
Why don't you just look at things like Telemundo? Like just
Woo!
yeah, look at Telemundo. That pretty much just solves the whole problem. Look at the Mexican weather girls. Look at Telemundo. Look at I mean, the only thing I needed to know about Mexican women was I don't. What year was this? IP. What year did Desperado drop? Remember Desperado with Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek?
1996, something like that.
96. I think it was 96 or 97. After I saw Desperado, that's all I needed to know about Mexican women. I didn't need to know anything else, bro. Like, damn, like, bro, even after all these years, Salma Hayek still looks good. Like, she looks good after all these years. Like, she's still rocking that body. Like, bro, I mean, yeah, I'm missing out. Yeah, I'm missing out on these Mexican chicks, man. Trust me when I tell you,
Right.
especially yeah. I went to Cali last year, man. I didn't go with my girl. I went with my cousin. Boy, let me tell you, the Mexican women is no joke, bro.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Wonderful.
If
Thank you.
they take care of themselves, they still look good even into their 40s.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
no doubt.
they if they take care of themselves, other than if they let themselves go, then you start getting those bad,
Yeah,
refrigerator shapes.
the refrigerator box shape.
Yeah.
The refrigerator box shapes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen. I understand what Mr. International was saying on IP. I've seen some real like strange body Mexican. Like we used to make fun of it when we was kids. I've seen some real strange body Mexicans. They build like a they like a I mean they look like octopus. Like they look like an octopus when they're walking down the street. I'm like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like yeah, but most of the time too, a lot of them, the ones who I'll tell you one thing about them IP, the ones who have that little strange, refrigerator build bodies, they tend to be of a lower class form. They tend to be more of the like they're much more under the poverty line. They're usually some of them barely speak English. Some of them are like, they don't really want to, because everybody has a class amongst themselves. Not all black people are the same. Unfortunately, when you come into America, African Americans are painted with a negative image that everybody's a gun-toting criminal shooting up the block, moving cocaine into the neighborhood. Yeah, everybody's a crip of blood. Like the whole damn country, country's one big. Yeah, they make African Americans seem like the whole damn community is one big young thug. Like everybody looks like Young Thug and Gunna. Like everybody looks like you ready to shoot up the Gucci Mane or some dumb stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, everybody has their own class. Everybody has, there's poor black people, there's rich black people, there's classy black people, there's ghetto black people, there's yeah. So it's the same thing with them. You gonna see some refrigerators. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna see some refrigerators out of those Mexican girls. Some of them are strange bodies. Like
some of them are kind of bad built.
Yeah,
real
bad.
Some of them are bad built. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude.
Yeah, bro. Some of them be looking real strange. Like their legs look like they're in front of them. Their chest look like they're behind them. Like they got titties on their back. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, and it's more awkward too because they're short. Like Mexican women tend to be very short, So it's like, yeah, we got some refrigerators in the community. We got some refrigerators in the Mexican community, but most of the time, IP, trust me, and it'll be easier for you guys to kind of delineate because the refrigerators are usually the lower class forms. They're usually, the ones below the poverty line. They're usually the ones
Yeah.
who are uncultured. They're usually kind of family that are, they're about nothing. So, but most of the time when you see real Mexican women, you see them shape. They keep themselves, yeah, man.
Those those
LA Fitness here. Yeah, go ahead,
those
bro.
are yeah. I mean, they're usually the ones that are bad, that super refrigerator shaped. They tend to be on the indigenous side. They tend to have a very
Yeah,
strong indigenous look. Usually, I mean, Mexico's a very diverse country. So you get it all over the country. You get some of that refrigerator. You get refrigerators all over the country, but you do tend to see that amongst the more indigenous Mexicans.
Okay.
yes. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, that's true. Yeah, it's true. IP,
Yeah.
he's right about that 100%. Yeah,
Okay.
you got some.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, IP.
Thank you, brothers. I'm going to end the live stream. This has been a great conversation, a great stream. Thank you very much for that, Marcus T. Shout out to Dr. Educate Idiot again for the support. Appreciate you, Dr. Educate Idiot, for the support. Thank you, bro. For the $499 super chat. Mexican women love and respect men and entrepreneurs. If you own a business, you will work hard to make sure your business is successful. That's great to hear, man. Wonderful. I'm guessing you have a lot of experience with Mexican women yourself, Dr. Educated Idiot. You can call in to speak on that. If not, it's all good, brother. Appreciate the super chats, brother. Much appreciation to you, bro. Thank you. So I'm going to end the stream, brothers. This has been a very insightful live stream. So let me go on. J Bones, do you have any closing statements before I end the stream, bro?
Yeah, man. Nothing's changed, gentlemen. We're still on track. You know, message is still the same. My P's bringing them knowledge. Shout out to the brother on the panel. Shout out to him bringing us information on Mexico.
Thanks, man.
Nothing's changed. Yeah, nothing's changed. You guys are 100%. We got IP. We're still on the passport flow. You know, rain, sleet, snow. Doesn't matter what weather. Doesn't matter if it's the rain of fire. We still gonna make it to the airport. I don't care if the devil's flying the plane. We still gonna make it to our destination. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care if the devil's flying the plane. We still gonna make it to our destination, no matter
That's
what,
right,
man. Because
That's right.
I'm telling you, IP, man. This propaganda against us as black men in America, there's nothing more. There's nothing more,
It's
IP. It's a done
overwhelming,
deal.
man.
Oh, it's a done deal over here, IP. Like every single day, you're getting hit with something new. You're getting hit with something new. Every single day, they're bringing out something that is undermining us as heterosexual black men.
Yep.
Every single day.
Yes,
Every
sir.
single day, man. Like, I mean, they got brothers now wearing dresses to work. I mean, it's just it's too much at this point. I can't
Too
do it no
much, man.
more. It's too much. So yeah, we still on the path, IP. We still keeping strong, brother. Like, I love it was one live stream that you did before, IP, when IP said IP is pro black heterosexual men. And I agree
Mm-hmm.
with you 100%. Pro black heterosexual men, because everybody's got their own damn identification cards now. So our identification card is pro black heterosexual men, and we still on the strategy, IP. Shout out to the brothers in the live chat. Thank you for coming to support us, man. Everybody that super chatted, everybody that sent the cash app. Same thing, IP, man. Thank you so much for your hard work, and everybody do what you're supposed to do. Link up with your boy IP. Link up with your boy Theo. Link up with your boy Tony Barry. Get that IT situation going fast. You brothers get out there, remote work, travel the world, enjoy yourself, and that's pretty much it, man. IP. Let's check out.
Thank you very much for that, J Bones. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for
Beautiful,
those
man.
closing statements, brother. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Troy Dean, support the channel for the third time tonight. Thank you, Troy Dean, for the £17.99 super chat. He says, I'm disappointed of the lack of support on IP channel tonight. Yeah, brothers, what happened tonight, brothers? You had some good intel. There's still time to support the channel before I end the stream. So please do. We greatly appreciate it, man. Another classic, mate. Cash up. Catch you on the next one. Thank you very much, Troy Dean, for the support you've given, brother. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Troy Dean, UK brother. Thank you, bro. Mr. Marcus T, do you have any closing statement before I end the stream?
Yeah, man. I want you brothers to go out there, man, and just realize that there's a whole wide world out there, man. There's a whole world out there for you. Staying in America is not it. It's not the spirit. It's not the way to go. It's not the move, you know. And you guys have the, get that passport, all right, and experience the world and go to some of these other places in other countries and realize that you're just a normal guy, and you deserve to be treated uh you deserve to be treated like a man, all right, not like a boy, because America is, for lack of a better way of putting it, kind of a prison in certain respects, all right. And so you'll never be treated like a man in America. You'll always be treated like a boy. So if you want to feel like a man, and you want to feel the full measure of your freedom, travel, man. Travel, get out of America and travel. And enjoy your life, man. Build a lifestyle that works for you. If you have to get a remote job, if you have to whatever it is, you start a business, whatever it is, build a lifestyle that allows you to travel, man, because it makes a huge difference. Make a huge difference in your life. And yeah, man, that's all I got to say. That's all I got for now.
Hey, thank you. I want to say a special thank you to Mr. Marcus for taking the time out to break down Mexican women, and of course giving us the explicit and X-rated intel on Mexican women on the Patreon, which has been released last week. That was very informative as to how Mexican women get down in the bedroom. So thank you, bro. Your contributions to this channel has been greatly appreciated, brother. And of course, I will definitely have you on in the near future, brother. So I'll be reaching out to you again, brother. Classic,
Absolutely,
bro.
my man. No problem.
Thank you.
I'll be glad to share some more insights and have another fun podcast, man. This has been really fun.
Thank you, Marcus. Have a great day over there in Oakland, California, and I'll speak to you very soon. Okay, bro.
Awesome, man. You as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Take it easy, bro. Thank you, Marcus T. Thank you, bro. So, brothers, that was a great live stream, brothers. A fantastic live stream. Almost 2 hours, 30 minutes of hardcore intel. You won't get this information from anywhere else, brothers. I'm keeping it factual with you, you know. So, please support the channel. Cash App, Super Chats. The Cash App is open 24/7. So if you couldn't support tonight, you can support by the Cash App tomorrow or later on in the week. That'd be greatly appreciated. I also want to mention this week is the week. So the Manosphere and Passport Conference will be taking place in Philadelphia. So shout out to the brothers who did join the Patreon Diamond tier and are now in the Facebook group. They have now got their tickets to the conference happening in Philadelphia from the 9th or to the 11th. Okay, so shout out to you, brothers. That's going to be a very insightful conference. Theo will be there. Other Manosphere members will be there. It's going to be life changing. Okay, so you brothers are making that move. So brothers, as you know, brothers, remote working is the future. Dating in America is over. If you're a smart man, you won't go within a 5-mile radius of these horrible Western women. Okay, I've told you, brothers, the way I move right now in the UK, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and goodbye when it comes to Western women or UK women. I don't want to know about their day. I don't want to know about what she had for lunch. These women, they don't exist to me. I ignore Western women entirely, and that includes foreign Western women, because foreign women come over here to the UK and they become poisoned by the feminism and Western ideologies. They also get ignored. So yes, get your passports and go to their countries. Go to their countries and get your girlfriend or wives. And it's very possible. Okay, so get on this IT game, get on this remote working lifestyle. Get on, and brothers, like I told you, brothers, you got to be consistent. Execute and be consistent. When you start something, you finish it. Okay, so been a great stream, brothers. I will see you, brothers, on the next live stream. This has been great. A huge thank you to everyone who liked the video. So if you have not liked the video, please like the video. Shout out to all the brothers who cash apped and super chatted tonight. Trust me, your support has been greatly appreciated. Okay, greatly appreciated. Mr. Troy Dean, if you can reach out to me on IG directly, that'd be great, bro. Thank you, bro. You know, Dr. Educated Idiot, you also reach out to me on IG directly. That'd be great, brother. Shout out to my mod, John Thomas, for the hard work. Thank you, John Thomas. That's my mod right there. Also, Patreon member. Appreciate you, bro. And I appreciate all you brothers from all around the world. So before I end the stream, let me know where you brothers are listening in from. So type in your location in the live stream chat and let me know where and where you're calling in from. Okay, where are you calling in from, brothers? Where are you calling in from? Where are you listening in from? Sorry. It may be America, it may be the UK, it may be Africa, South America. Type in the live stream chat where you are listening in from. I want to know how international this audience is. Okay. Shout out to Marvin Lloyd. He says Canada. Shout out to my Canadian brothers. Shout out to Conrad Grant. Newark, California, Bay Area. Awesome. John Thomas, Long Island, New York. Awesome. Wonderful, brother. Wonderful. So where you brothers listening from? Let me know in the live stream chat. How international is this movement? Okay. Troy Dean Brum. Brum. Okay, Brum, yes, UK. Shout out to the UK brother Troy Dean. Where are you brothers listening in from? Before I end the stream. When it reaches 2 hours 30 minutes, I will end the stream. You have 5 minutes to send in super chats or cash apps. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. You got 5 minutes to support the channel. There's still some time. Where are you brothers listening in from? Where are you brothers listening in from? Any brothers from Africa, from South America, from Asia? Let me know right now. Type in the live stream chat what city and country you are listening in from. You've got 2 more minutes. Okay. In the meantime, let me check a few bits. We got a brother in Toronto. Awesome. Shout out to Toronto. We got a brother from Portsmouth, Virginia, I believe. That's fantastic. Shout out to the brothers out there in Virginia. Maryland, USA. I believe, is that a state? Maryland. Yeah, I think that's a state. Yep. Shout out to the brothers out there in Maryland. I think that's near Washington, D.C. Shout out to Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. Another classic stream IP. Been to Mexico before. Awesome. Thank you for the support, Conrad Grant. You should have called in, bro. Should have called in, brother. But Hopefully next time you do, if there's another Mexican stream, and there will be in the future, I'm sure there will be. Thank you, bro. Yeah. Okay, brothers, I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you very much, brothers. Have a great day wherever you are. Great evening, great morning, great afternoon. And I will see you, brothers, on the next live stream. Peace out, brothers. And make sure you comment in the comment section below in the live stream, brothers. Okay. Please, comments are very important. They help out with the YouTube algorithm. So comments. Let me know how you felt about this live stream in the comment section below. Okay. Thank you, brothers. Shout out to Mr. Troy Dean. Troy Dean, whoa, 4 times you supported the stream tonight. Thank you, bro. For the £17.99 pence super chat. Thank you, Troy Dean. Appreciate you, bro. Have a Starbucks coffee on me, mate. Hey, appreciate that, mate. Thank you, mate. Much respect to you, Troy Dean. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, Troy Dean. Thank you, brother. It means a lot to me, brother. Thank you, man. Wow. Thank you, bro. It's 4 times, man. It means that the information out there is helping the brothers out. You know, any support is greatly appreciated. It's a lot of hard work that goes into this channel. So on Monday, again, a lot of work on this channel. I have to do some background work, research. It's tough, man, but I'm gonna keep doing it for you, brothers, man. I'm gonna be there for you, brothers. I know you brothers are going through a lot, so I will never give up on you, brothers, man. Never. Okay, so it's all good, brothers. Okay. Let me go back to here and go back to here. Let me end the live stream. All right, thank you, brothers. Have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you, brothers, on the next live stream. Peace out. International Passport out. Thank you, brothers.